Hello there, this is my first makeup tutorial, so bear with me. So first you're going to want to wash your face. Here I'm showing you the Fit Me foundation and porcelain and also the L'Oreal. So I'm going to be gluing down my eyebrows for this one. This is optional, but if you have thicker brows, I recommend doing this. So to conceal, I just go under my eyes, over the nose, and cover any acne. I also like to conceal my lips and chin, basically as highlight almost, if that makes sense. I don't know, the parts that you want to be the smoothest on your face. Yes, silly faces. So I'm going to blend that in real quick, and yeah. Here I'm just adding a little more concealer over top the rest of the foundation. Lots of freaking concealer. And just highlighting those cheekbones, that sort of thing. At this point, if you are gluing your eyebrows down, I concealed them. More blending. More and more blending. Once you're done blending, I've taken some powder my nose, cheeks. Sorry, you can't really see it there, but I'm powdering under the eye, all the places, just everywhere, really, almost everywhere. Okay, here I'm just powdering my eyebrows like crazy. You can't have any that cakiness on the eyebrows. So just a little extra powder, just for good measure. Okay, so now it's time for eyebrows, I think. So the color, I'll be using this orange-ish color for my eyebrows and just a slim brush. Yeah, and you just kind of go in there. I think I forgot to film most of that actually, but you want to bring them upwards into a thin angle because this is an anime boy. Most likely doesn't have super thick brows, and they don't have much of a curve. They just go straight up, I don't know if that makes sense. And so now it's time for eyeshadow. I'm using that same color with a little softer eyeshadow brush, and also just to get a little extra powder, I mixed it with a little pink, just a little pink, I take it from under my eye and over it. So I have very hooded eyes, so I line the orange into the eye, and don't worry if it's not even or anything, we're going to blend it out like crazy later, but just over the lash line and then underneath it a little bit, and then over, just blend it out in almost a triangle right there. I don't know if, yeah. And just pat that in. Okay, so now I'm blending it out with a fluffy brush, and I just add a little bit of setting powder into it to blend it out so it's not just smeared around, if that makes sense. And just blend it like crazy all over the eye. Honestly, I blended it too much, so I'm just adding a little more orange in to just, bring it back in a little bit. You want it to be darkest right over your top lash line. So now I'm mixing in some contour. I made it way too dark, so I just blended the color on my hand so you guys could see. So we're going to take it under the cheekbones, straight down. Straight down, and we're going to blend it, so don't worry. And then for the nose, so you want to have it darker in the corner between the start of the bridge of your nose and your eyebrow. This way it almost makes a furrowed, an angry brow almost, because Chuuya's an angry boy usually. I use the same exact technique and blend in the same places for Bakugo. And okay, so now we're going to start on the eyeliner. I hope you guys can see for this. Also, the eyeliner I use is the super slim infallible eyeliner from L'Oreal Paris. Anyway, so I draw a line that lines up with the bottom of your lash line and goes kind of straight up almost, and you want to start both sides immediately so they're even. I actually had to fix it multiple times today because my hands were super shaky. I had way too much coffee. But yeah, and I'm sorry you can't see it, but I'm just trying to even them up there like that. Then I draw a line straight over, and you have to keep your eyes open for this, otherwise it won't be straight. So it just kind of just connect it to just a little bit above the corner of your eye, just straight across. And then I'm trying to fill it in a little bit and line it, just kind of line the top of your lash line really lightly though. And as you can see, they're not very even, so I'm trying to fix that up here. So I just draw a line over the lashes. And I'm filling it in really carefully here. Sorry you can't really see what I'm doing very well. It's very difficult to film me doing eyeliner, and I know that's probably the most important part of this makeup. Okay, so I messed up I think on the left side, so you'll soon see me trying to fix that, as you can see. And filler in, that's lining my top waterline too now. Which I do not recommend doing with liquid eyeliner because it kind of stings. Okay, so now I'm just doing the corners. You can't really see, I just poked myself there. Anyway, just a little triangle, and you take it down from the corner of your eye. It's not going to be very big. Now I'm going to start to fill in my bottom waterline. I just taken black eyeshadow and a liner brush and just fill in the lower waterline and blend it in with the eyeliner, basically, so it kind of looks seamless and you can't tell the difference. But anyway, I'm adding a little more eyeshadow to the top, the same color as I used in the first, and I don't know why I'm putting it on my nose. You don't have to do that. I don't actually know why I did that. Yeah, just blending it a little more, making it a little darker with the waterline, with like the black eyeshadow. Okay, so now everything's basically done. I think I'm going to add a little more powder to my nose. And then the mascara. Don't know why I can say that. I don't know what I use, honestly. But it's just, you don't want to make your eyelashes big. It's just so that because of the eyeshadow, your eyelashes are going to look lighter. So in order to make them look the same color as your eyeliner, I just use mascara. But I also like to make the bottom lashes look a little longer because he's a pretty boy, that sort of thing. Here I'm just powdering over the concealer once again, just in case, you never know. And I blending out a little bit of eyeshadow I got on my face. Get all the extra powder off. And now it's time for lips. For the lips, I just take a little brush and get it red and a little orange and brown to elongate my lips a little bit. Just to kind of blend it out. Also, I take black in the corner of my mouth to make it look longer. Almost like a little smirk. Just a little longer. Not much. Sometimes I don't do it at all. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I also line the top of my lip to make it look black because I keep the top lip kind of concealed. And I only really put color on the bottom. Don't know why I made that face. Here I'm just adding a little more red because I think they're not colored enough, just, it's like almost a pale pink kind of color. Or I just use powder for this stuff because I think it's easier. You can use lipstick if you want to So now you're done with the lips. I am taking that same brush And adding a little orange tint to the lips. And then I'm going to add more eyeshadow because I don't know why. Really don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, so now you're done. Now you're Chuuya Nakahara. That's great. Super swaggy, man. Super swaggy. Now you're ready to go kick some ass. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed.